don't know if that's open or not, so I'm going to take a left here and zip around the backside. So we got a lot of stuff going on. They're rebuilding this whole road with the bridge and stuff that's back there coming into Elkton. It's made it kind of a mess. So Elkton is where the youngest daughter is still in school now, in high school. It's right back here. I'll show you the football field when we go by. But yeah, this is Elkton, South Dakota. Nice little town. It's got a grocery store, bank. I think it's got a couple of banks actually. You know, school, K-12. Nice little area, a couple churches. Nice little town. In extreme east South Dakota. There's all the football players there on the side. And there, my friends, is the football field. So there's that back there. They have one loss this season, and during that loss, their quarterback had some kind of an injury. He wasn't his normal self, and they barely lost. I think it was a 3-point game, and it was at that team's location. So we'll see how it comes when it comes to playoffs. They just won their game on Friday, 48-0. So they're getting back to it and doing well. So we'll see. And it's about 129 right now. It is 73 degrees for any of you that were wondering. And just beautiful outside. Beautiful. Church this morning. Last week at church, our church has 3 services, and this year they decided to spread them out a little bit more so the traffic going in and out would be easier to manage. And I understand they did that. So we were going to the middle service, which I believe started at 9:40. And last week we were a hair late, like 3 minutes past when we normally get there. And church was packed, which is fantastic. Love to see people at church. But it was packed, so we had to go sit upstairs all the way in the back. And our family, there's 5 of us, and we couldn't even all sit together. So this week we tried the early service, which starts at 8:20, and that was great. We got there about 10 minutes before service started, and got our normal seat right in the middle, about halfway back. And yeah, it's a good time. So maybe we'll be going to the early service now. I'm okay with that. I'm an early riser. Wife and girls, they're not so much early risers, but it's okay. It won't hurt them. A lot of corn and beans around right now. The corn has still got some work to do. See, there's still some green in it and stuff before they harvest it out. Had a really good growing season this year. Rain and sunshine, constant. Most of the beans you'll see are pretty close to being ready to come out. But the corn, a lot of green, a lot of green. A lot of farmland out here. So we're heading south from Elkton. Once we get a little south here, we'll take a little right, and we'll actually go through Ward, South Dakota. That's a kind of a cool town. It's tiny. I used to play softball there way back in the year. I mean, not exclusively, but there was a team out of Ward that we would play once every few weeks, you know, and yeah, it was fun. Nice little intimate setting back in there. They also have a steakhouse called the Feather's Nest. That is usually, nothing really crazy special about it, but they do have really good steaks, and their portion sizes are crazy, right? So, and they have a garbage plate that comes out. It's all fried foods, cheese balls, onion rings, little corn nuggets that they deep fry, and it all comes out in a great big salad bowl. It's like this big. It's huge. Yeah, so that's fun. But we will zip through Ward. In fact, we might miss Ward because I think Ward is left, and we're going to go right just to get to the road that goes to Flandreau. Yeah, I'll take a peek that direction and kind of show you where it would be if we would go through it, but we're not. So there's that. Nice sign there. May God guide and bless our lovely nation. Agreed. So tell me, what do you guys like as a windshield on your bikes? Do you like the bigger ones, the smaller ones? I had one that was about this tall. I bought it off on Amazon. You guys saw it in one of my previous videos. But it cracked. I guess that's because I bought a cheap one, but I liked it if I'm just riding around town and stuff. But the touring, like when I take the wife and stuff, it is nice to have this taller windshield, I tell you. Kind of keeps the wind off of me, and doesn't beat me up as much, right? So especially like going to South Carolina next year, it'll help going to South Carolina, driving 3 days, 8 hours a day to get down there. The bigger windshield's going to be that'll be a happy days then because of that. So we'll see. But and cruising around like this, it makes it easier to talk and stuff. So that I kind of like this windshield. I don't know if I want to get it tinted, make it a little bit darker or not. There was one on Marketplace. It was a stock windshield, so it'll be better quality than what I bought on Amazon. But it is a little tinted. Got a gaggle of cars there. It's got some cattle. Yeah, I like this little road just west of Ward. So there's a little dip-de-doo through it. Oh, there's a few houses, and then I don't know what caused this kind of formation in the land, but because I don't think there's a river, maybe a little stream that goes through here, but I don't know. It's always a fun ride. See, we got a little bit of an S-curve and stuff down here. Yeah, get a little bit of shade from a big old cloud up there. It's a pretty dark one, but we're not going to get any rain. Nice little spot. Yeah, I don't see like a creek or anything coming through, but who knows what actually caused that. Millions of years ago, an iceberg probably came through and carved up. There is a little stream that goes through, it looks like, and comes up here. So maybe that's it. Yep, little one goes through there. And that's probably what's causing all the stuff. It may have been bigger at one point, smaller at one point. You know how it works. So yeah, a beautiful part of South Dakota. you know, other than the black hills on the west side, we've got the little rolling hills on the east side, plains and prairies, that kind of stuff. Lots of cattle, as you can see. Beautiful area. Yeah, it's just good to get out, get some wind therapy, right? Always feel better after some wind therapy. Birds, flocks of birds. Of course, they're around the cattle. Hi, cattle. Cattle are such curious creatures. If you've ever, when I was 20, probably 28, I had a camper that was really just a piece of crap. And I was driving it on a back road, trying to get it out to a lake of my friends, and it broke down, and I had to walk. While I'm walking, I walked past a cattle yard. And if you're ever just walking past a cattle yard, they're all going to come see what you're doing. They're going to come stand at the fence. You'll hear mooing and sniffing and snorting, and you think to yourself, if you haven't been around cattle, you're probably thinking, boy, I hope none of them break that fence or jump over it or whatever. But cows are pretty docile creatures, but they're very curious. So, you know, obviously I was fine, but yeah, one of those experiences you'll never forget. And this over here, I believe, is chickens. This is an egg laying stuff. I believe it's the Dakota layers. So yeah, right here, just north of Flandreau. And then if you go that way about 7 miles, you'll get, maybe about 10 miles, you'll get to the interstate. That'll take you north and south of Sioux Falls, north to Fargo. Speaking of, I may ride my bike to Fargo on Friday this coming week. I would get some video of that if I do. We will see. But here we're back to South Dakota 13. That comes out of Elkton, but because of construction, wasn't open. So, and this is the same road that we took on the DAV poker run. I don't know if you'd recognize it because it's just a straight road with corn on one side and grass on the other. But this one curves a little bit too before it gets to Flandreau. You can see the Flandreau water tower just off in the distance. So, but just a beautiful day. Love it, love it, love it. Just feels good to get out. Have not been able to ride my bike for a week, and like I can't remember the guy's name from. I'm horrible right now. It was an actor, John Wick. Can't remember his name. Anyway, he says that if I don't ride my motorcycle for a couple of days, I miss it. I get withdrawals. And it's Keanu Reeves, right? Keanu Reeves says that if I don't ride my motorcycle for a couple of days, I miss it. I need to get out there. I'm the same way. Winters are horrible now. Because, you know, you got snow and ice on the ground, you can't ride your motorcycle. So I can go out and look at it, start it up, run it, make it feel happy, but can't really do much with it. Oh, look at that bird. A lovely eagle there. Yeah, bald eagle flying around. Absolutely beautiful. could ride for days right now. Just go. .45 in the afternoon. Just me and the Lord putting down miles. Just a beautiful. So if you see over there all those trees and stuff, there's the river goes through there. I think it's the Big Sioux. Goes through and it goes all the way up and then it winds up, gets down towards Sioux Falls. It comes around here. You can kind of see it. But yeah, beautiful river. I've kayaked that river before. That's fun. If you ever get a chance, go kayaking on a river. You can kind of just get in your kayak, have a little case of beverages sitting there for you, and maybe a sandwich, a little granola bar or something, and just float, enjoy the ride. Have a couple good friends with you you can chat with or talk to or whatever you want to do, you know, and just float down the river. I think there was 8 of us last time we went. Just had a great time. So yeah, if you ever get a chance, go kayaking down the river. Go tubing. Get out there and enjoy the river. Good time. Lots of cars there. I think that's a shop. That's, yeah, Allen's Auto. You can just see Flandreau over top of the horizon there. Just on the edge. Got a couple more hills and we'll be there. So tonight we got practice for rent starting at about 6 o'clock. So I got about 4 hours before I got to be there for that. We'll be running through Act 1 in its entirety, probably a couple times. And then tomorrow we're going to do Act 1. We're going to start with our band, right? We'll have our guitar players there, our keyboard, our bass, our drum. Oh, I cannot wait for that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And then the following day we're going to do Act 2. And then Thursday this week we're going to do a full run through and start getting this thing put together as a show. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week, full run through, full dress. We'll probably start with full run through dress makeup on Monday, the following Monday, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. And then that Wednesday we open. We're ready to go. I mean, the cast has done an amazing job. I cannot wait for them to get the chance to put this show on stage and show the world what they're made of. And there's Flandreau right in front of us. Over here is the Flandreau Indian School. I don't know much about that. I know it's a smaller school, not a lot of big population there. I don't know exactly how big Flandreau is. I can check out, see if I can put it up on screen here. Nice town. It's got a great big casino in it. The Royal River Casino. They have a huge fireworks show on July 4th every year. Down here you can start to see the river just on the left there, and it kind of runs along the trees there, but you kind of see it over there. This is kind of all marshland and stuff. Water is up at a nice level, making it a nice little area. You could kayak through there pretty nicely. Through here pretty nicely. Yeah, lots of water. Very pretty. And this, my friends, is the city of Flandreau. And this is where we came for the DAV poker run. That's where Jody and I had to kind of break off because we had to get back because I had to work a football game, but we went down that way to the city park, which is down around the corner back there. but just a nice little town.